everybody, it's awriterish here and welcome to chapter 10 of Telling a Tale. Today we will not be working in our industrial district, which is right over there. We will not be working over by our big hole in the ground, which is right here, or by our house, or by our iron farm. Instead, we are moving over into the desert where we will be building an oasis. Yep, we are going to take this spot right here and transform it into a nice, pretty oasis. At least I hope it turns out well. I have gathered up a ton of resources. As you can see in these shulker boxes, we have lots of building materials. We have lots of like corals and stuff, and that box may actually give you a hint at what we will be doing later. I'm not going to tell you that yet. And we have lots of jungle leaves, some jungle. I'm going to also go grab some cocoa beans from my base real quick. And we can go ahead and get building this little oasis. And yeah, this is going to be my little jungle oasis district. Or not jungle oasis, desert oasis. Let's see if I could word correctly. And it should hopefully be a fun one to build. This one is definitely going to be a more like build-centric episode. And in theory, it should be fun. I do want to have your feedback. Let me know what you like about this episode, if you do like the style of this episode, or if you want to see like more farms in the future, which we definitely will be doing some more farms very, very soon. It's just, I had this idea. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will catch you up once I have some progress. Alright, so I've gone ahead and laid out a little bit of a foundation for our oasis, so you can see how we kind of have the grass that spreads out a little bit the further out you go, and we have this kind of awkward circle in the middle. So I think the next thing I personally would want to do is I want to get some palm trees in here, because like, what's a desert oasis without palm trees? So I'm going to go ahead and build these on camera because I think they're kind of cool, and these are my couple little tips for palm trees. I would recommend using jungle wood, grabbing yourself some stairs, use some cocoa beans as coconuts, and grab yourself some jungle leaves as well. So go ahead, just hop up a couple blocks and go ahead, build out your stair, hop up a couple more blocks, stair, and then just a couple more. And I would also recommend go ahead and strip these logs, and then take your jungle leaves and just go crazy with them. And I will have to real quick just, yeah, it looks a little bit strange because we don't have the leaves in yet. But I'm going to go ahead, build up a little bit of scaffolding. And when I say go crazy with the leaves, I literally just mean it. Like, go out in all directions. Like, I think this is how you get the best looking jungle trees, or not jungle trees. What are they called? Coconut trees that you can in the game. Palm trees, that's the word. Look at that. I am awful at the English language, even though it is my first language and the only one I can speak fluently. But yeah, go ahead, just spam the leaves like crazy. Looks pretty good once you're done. And yeah, I'll go ahead, finish this up, and then go ahead show it to you once I've completed a couple more of these trees. Alright, so I've gone ahead and built 3 more trees in addition to this one that you've already kind of mostly seen, and I've already filled in the water as well. We will be adding some more variation and more depth into it with like slabs and stairs, and even digging down a couple more blocks into this, so it's not going to stay this flat the entire time. But I really do like the feel of this. Like, I've added in some of the ferns, some of the jungle leaves just as bushes and foliage, and it looks like really good. Like, this is turning out really, really well, and I am very excited to see what it looks like when we have the rest of this area just right here filled. And so since it's almost night, I'm going to go ahead and take a nap real quick and build some more trees and probably nap again because I'm not very fast at building. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made a ring of palm trees all around this area, added in some foliage. I'm going to add in some more of these ferns soon. Do I have any more in my inventory? Yes, I do indeed. I do not have very many more of these, so I'm going to have to be a little bit conservative with my use of them. But I think we should have enough just to kind of fill in this area a bit, give it a little bit more life. We're going to go ahead and drop in some tropical fish in this area as well. Make it look better, and go ahead and use buttons as rocks. These can add in a lot of little detail, especially to like the little places that you wouldn't expect it, or places that you might need more detail. I have decided what I want to do is go ahead and terraform this little area, the area in the center here, a bit more. And I'm going to drop some more tropical fish in there in just a minute. But I wanted to kind of dip down in there to be an island in the center. So I'm going to just real quick go ahead and build myself up a tiny little island in a kind of awkward circle like we have going on around this area. You know what would be really cool is if crabs were a mob. I would love to get some crabs in here. But yeah, so here we go. We have a little awkward circle island in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and terraform this area so it dips down a bit. There's going to be some stairs and slabs so that way it's overall a smoother transition from here to our island. So it turns out maybe having tropical fish in here is not the best idea since they do go ahead and jump up on these slabs and then they get sent out of the water and then they don't know what to do and then they die and it is sad. So I think that we're just gonna to have this oasis without fish in it. Like, I'll leave the current ones in here, but it's not looking very good for them. They just keep on jumping out of the water and dying. But you could see I've kind of gone ahead and made my little terraforming area. So we have the nice smooth slopes and we do have this island in the center. And overall, I think this is turning out pretty good. And I think it's about time that yeah, you could see they just jump out of the water and they don't know what to do. I think it is time that I reveal what we're going to be doing down here. So, I know it's an awful idea to dig straight down, but we're doing it anyways. So down here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building an AFK fish farm. One of Silent Whisper's designs, of course. He's probably the best Bedrock redstone tutorial guy. I would highly recommend that you check out his videos if you haven't seen them already. But I'm going to go ahead and dig out a little area down here for a AFK fish farm. Then I'll show you that. We're going to decorate it nicely. And then I have a really cool idea for the storage system that I think you'll all like as well. So normally I would not record at night, but I just want to say this place is looking really cool, especially with the brightness turned way down at night. It definitely has that cool, like, mysterious kind of vibe that I have been going for, and I think this area looks real cool. So let's go ahead and pop down here. Let's close that behind us. This area also is starting to look super cool. Oh, I have a single piece of granite over there. But you can kind of see what I'm going with. If we go in here, we have the conduit down there. And you can see the little areas that I have dug out for the chests. And yeah, I'll replace that in just a sec. I do not happen to have any stone on me. Let's go ahead and turn my brightness back up, because otherwise I can't see and you definitely can't see because of YouTube compression. And yeah, so the chests are going to be going in these little alcoves right here. There's going to be 4 of them, so we're going to have enough storage for, if I did my math correctly, 144 chests. And so that's a lot of them. I have to get a lot of chests, lots of hoppers, so let's go ahead, go do that. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to kind of bring this stone brick out like this. Unfortunately, we have the conduit power right now. Fortunately, unfortunately, can I place blocks? Just like that. This, and then kind of in the center of this room, we will have the AFK fishing farm, which is going to end up being super duper cool. I think it'll fit in really well. I have to replace those with full water sources. So let's go ahead and see what we can get to. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put in a storage system on all 4 sides with hoppers linked into all those chests. So the only thing, there are a couple things left to do now. 1, we have to build up the farm. 2, we have to connect that into those chests. And finally, we have to decorate. But first off, let's go ahead and get this farm built. And with the power of editing, the fishing farm is completely done for y'all, although this took me a little bit because I had to then connect all the chests up with hoppers. But I think the only appropriate thing left to do now is to decorate. So I have lots and lots of different fan corals. I have some coral blocks, some bone meal, some sea pickles, and I am going to go ahead and just kind of start decorating while I talk to you. So if you've been watching this series for a little bit, then you will remember that pretty recently I told you in episode 10 I would be telling you guys something very exciting. And that exciting thing is that I am officially getting channel art. I have commissioned a good friend of mine, and he is making some local and channel art for me. And so far, it looks really dang cool. And I am super excited to be able to just share this with you because overall, like, it's a bunch of amazing art, and I will also be getting like the banner art for stuff like my Twitch and my channel page on YouTube. And it's overall super duper exciting. And there's another thing I wanted to say is that basically once I do get my channel art done, I will be applying to the Truly Bedrock server. This is something that I am very excited to be a part of, although I do not know if I will make it. I just want to let you all know that I will be applying for it. And I will let you know as soon as I get word back. And I basically just need to have quite a bit in my series. So I'm probably going to re-release episodes 1 and 2 and get rid of the rendering error that was there. Because the reason that episode 1 and 2 of this series are no longer on this channel is because there's a rendering error where my video rendered at 24 frames per second. And YouTube like had a heart attack, was like, I don't know what to do with this. And decided, yeah, let's make it so that this video just sounds awful. So there was some not great sounding video throughout all of that. So I will probably redo that. And then I'm going to apply for the Truly Bedrock series, as I just told you. And it's going to be a super duper exciting time. So, yeah. And we pretty much have this room almost completely decorated now. Let's just add in some more coral fans, because these look pretty cool. I like them. I definitely love all the new updates that we saw in Aquatic. It's definitely one of my favorite updates so far. Let's go ahead and bone meal this area up a bit. Get some good plant life in there. And this is the AFK fishing farm completely done. So I'm gonna definitely need to clean up. Oh no, I just killed the coral. Poor coral. I am definitely going to need to clean this area up, because if we go ahead, break this, take it, head up the ladder, it's of course going to be nighttime. And we're in a desert, so let's go ahead and grab my smitey boy axe. If you do have any ideas for like what I should name my tools, go ahead, let me know, and I will definitely consider that. And I do want to have like nice names for my tools. Let's go take a quick nap, pass through the night, and just like that, yeah, there we go. So I want to real quick do a flyby of this area because it looks really cool, especially when you're flying in. So here's like where everything is. For reference, we have my iron farm, house on the hill, and the silos, and then up over here is my gold farm, xeritic sugarcane farm. Right there, it's just running in right now. And if we head back over this way, in just a sec, it will render in. I need to fix this area. And ignore those. But overall, this just looks really cool. I am very happy with how this turned out. Alright, so I just found out the hard way that if you have water beneath this block, the fishing rod will prefer the water below no matter how far down it is. So I have actually had to remove my conduit, and if we go down here you could see, yeah, it's gone. We have just an air column in here right now, and I'm not sure what to do with it. So go ahead, let me know what you think I should do with it. But I think we should also go ahead and release some tropical fish in here, because in this area, we do not have to worry about them. Where did they all go? Hello? Are they just disappearing? They're just disappearing. Where are they going? Okay, there's 2. We got 2. Oh, there they all are. Okay. So, yeah. This is going to be an excellent place for a tropical fish to swim. I'll probably catch some more and put them back in this area. Yeah, let me know what you want me to do with here. Unfortunately, our conduit's removed, so I'm going to have respiration to think about when going and checking in on the storage system, because I do like this one with the coral and the sea pickles and everything underwater. I really do like it that way. So I am going to go ahead and do an AFK fishing session. So even that didn't work, so I'm taking out literally everything. I think we may like go like this was once a good area, and I'm gonna leave the dead corals and like kind of tells a little bit of a story. Like this area was once full of water, full of life. But now something has happened. Some accident, some form of disasters happen where everything, all the life has been drained from this area. And I think the dead coral blocks definitely help tell that story. So that's what we're gonna go with, because I honestly do not know what to do. The fish tank idea was great in theory, but in practice didn't work out, which is quite unfortunate because I really, really liked the way that looked. So yeah, this episode's a little bit disappointing, not going to lie. Hopefully it'll be more exciting soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up removing everything from this area. See, if my fish farm doesn't work with all of this gone, I am going to be very upsetty spaghetti, because I have put a lot of time into this. Yeah, and I won't be terribly happy if it doesn't work again. So I'm going to need to also then spawn proof this little area down here. I'm probably going to make a staircase because I am too afraid to try a bubble feeder with how water mechanics and this build have been going. So yeah, probably going to leave this glass in here. Let's go ahead and test if this fishing rod falls. Okay. I honestly do not know what to do. Because, that's not how it's supposed to work. I'm supposed to be able to just cast. Okay, we're just going to place a temporary block there. And go ahead, head down here. See if this works now. If it does. Nope, of course not. Maybe grab, do I have dirt? I have one piece of dirt. I know I have more dirt up here. I also don't have any armor, so I'm going to have to be super duper careful because it is night and my game is lagging and it's a real party. So let's go ahead and grab some dirt blocks. Maybe we just need to make a path. Huh. If this is what was messing up the entire time, I will be definitely a little bit upset. So let's go ahead and just make a little path here. See if this will solve any of our issues. Get rid of that. If this doesn't, I honestly do not know what I'm going to do, because I have no further ideas on how to get this thing to work. Yeah, okay. What exactly am I supposed to do now? Because even if I, only if I cast up there, it doesn't work. I don't think there's anything that could be, preventing me from casting the rod. So I think I might have found the culprit. There was water in this area, but I'm not sure if that is it or not. So I've decided to go ahead to just drain this entire thing. If this doesn't work, then I'm honestly just going to give up. And you will all probably understand why. Because, honestly, this is a lot to go through in one episode. Because it was such big plans and none of it's working out, and I am very upsetty spaghetti about the entire thing. Give me the sponges back. So let's go ahead, drain out. Oh, jeez. That scared the heck out of me. And I don't have a sword on me, so I'm gonna have to just fight him with my pick. Jeez, don't like that. Okay, all the water is gone. If this doesn't work, I am just gonna give up because I don't know what to do. Okay, fishing rod. Okay, I don't know what to do. I do not know what's wrong with this. Maybe if I remove this and replace it with a chest. I don't know. Let's go ahead, grab ourselves this chest. I am at a loss here. I don't know what to do. This is Silence design, exactly. And There's nothing. I don't think any of the blocks in the ceiling are hiding water. Nope. That caused an update. I heard sand fall. But there's legitimately no other water besides that one source. This is extremely disappointing, so it looks like maybe let's see what happens if I catch a fish. Cause yeah, you're supposed to aim right there. Alright, so it turns out I was a bit of a moron and I didn't read Silent's comment on the video, and apparently you need to be aiming just higher than usual, so I built it correctly. We didn't need to kill all the fish. Everything was fine, and I am a dum-dum. So time to redo everything. And I'm probably going to go cry. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry about that. I will just spend some time. I think I will definitely redo the water above, but down here, I am not so sure about. I think I might leave it as is, kind of in a ruined state. So like, that way I don't have to worry about the conduits and everything. It definitely tells a little bit more of a story that way. So let's go ahead, head up here. I'm going to refill all this area. Go ahead, get myself an infinite water source. And take out this grass path because no longer need that. So go ahead and yeah, it's quite disappointing. I'll be perfectly honest. I was not expecting the video to turn in this direction, but what can you do? So we've gone ahead and refilled the water surrounding our oasis, rebuilt the farm, done some decoration, and added in the fish. Everything is up and working again. I think I have my fishing rod on me. Yep. So with the 1.12 update for the Bedrock Edition, the fishing bobber mechanics change, so you have to aim pretty high for this farm to work. But if we go ahead and activate our auto clicker, you can see that this thing works perfectly fine. Hopefully, there we go. Yep. It's up and running, and we have, of course, our god level fishing rod enchanted with Luck of the Sea 3, Unbreaking 3, Lure 3, and Mending. So we have everything we can on this rod. And it works out perfectly. Alright, so this is where I am going to be ending today's episode. It was quite the wild adventure making it, let me tell you. But in the end, it all worked out. I'm sorry that this had kind of a strange style to it today, but I hope you all enjoyed it anyways. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.